Anal gland abscesses, anal gland swellings are common in some dogs. Amazingly, they tend to be in most purebreds, smaller dogs. Dogs like bulldogs, Lhasa Apsus, poodles, have anal gland abscesses. And what they do is their swellings, the anal glands are present at 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock inside, and there's the little opening to the anal gland is within the anus. But this little, you might see a little swelling like that on your dog's anus, which means it has an anal gland abscess. Now, some dogs, this one's very, very thin skin on top, and so we're going to try to open that up with a blade and let the pus come out. Let's see. So here's the blade, and I'm just going to nick it like that. You can see the pus come out. So it's a red waterfall, and we're going to flush that out, and then we squeeze the rest of the pus out. So that pus will run out, and now the anal gland has to heal from the inside out.
But you released all the pressure.
I released all the pressure.
Most anal glands, like those pictured here, empty normally. Most dogs have large enough plumbing or don't have inflamed anal glands from them filling up too much or from food allergies, and they just work to impart that dog's particular scent so that other dogs, when they come in the area, will know who lives there. That's what anal gland scent is for. For us, it's just a nuisance and really smelly. Well, when anal glands get enlarged because they can't empty because of poor plumbing, like in toy breeds, or they get inflamed because the dogs have food allergies like in labs or German shepherds, then the inflamed anal gland can get swollen, infected, and then it just acts like an abscess and it wants to come right through the skin, and you can see a bruised, swollen area, and it needs to be emptied and treated with antibiotics. So after I lance that anal gland, I want to check inside and see how big of a swelling there is. And also, I need to get the anal gland material out of that infected gland if there's some left over. Sometimes there's anal gland material in that gland. Then I have to check the other side, because often in the animals that are infected, the other side will have anal gland material in there that has to be expressed out.
So I'm going to clean out the area. Of course, it'll get poop on it anyway, because when a dog poops, it's still going to get in the abscess. So we're going to make sure we use antibiotics to get the swelling down. I'm going to give a shot of antibiotics right now, and then send antibiotics home. Sometimes we'll send a little pain reliever, because you'll know a boil on your butt can't be comfortable.
So how can you prevent this? Well, if your dog's scooting or licking its butt a lot, might mean it's inflamed and irritated, and the anal gland should be checked by a groomer or veterinarian or veterinary assistant. And they can express them and tell you if the glands are filled with pasty material or inflammatory material. And if your dog has skin problems and ear problems and anal gland problems, there's a good chance it has a food allergy. So avoid all biscuits that have wheat in them, chews that have wheat in them. Check that your food is hypoallergenic, and sometimes canned food with some pumpkin in it will help those dogs that have poor plumbing and just can't empty their glands like they should, or like the glands should work. There's toy breeds, and they've been bred to be small, so the plumbing's small, and it needs extra help, like extra fiber or moisture food to help that all work back there. So you can always check dogdishdiet.com for the hypoallergenic foods that help with anal gland problems and ear problems and skin problems. Or if you want to cook your dog a moisture stew to see if that helps with the problems, and then put pumpkin in it, you can get the recipe in Dog Dish Diet or in the ebook Feed Your Pet to Avoid the Vet, which teaches you about home cooking. If your dog has anal gland problems and it has a big swelling on the 4 or 8 o'clock position and bruising, and it's really bothering it, and of course it's at night or the weekend, you can give your dog aspirin And also you can hot pack it twice a day. Now little dogs, 10-pound dogs, can get a baby aspirin, and if it's a 5-pound dog it'd get half of one. If it's a 30, 40, 50-pound dog, it would get a 1 adult aspirin, which is 325 milligrams. And then if it's a bigger dog, like 100 pounds, you can even give it 2 aspirin. You can't give it other NSAIDs with the aspirin, so if your dog's on Rimadyl or Previcox or Daramax, then it's best not to use aspirin, but you can possibly give them one of those anti-inflammatories that you use for other things like arthritis. Also, Benadryl sometimes helps to make a dog a little sleepy, so that the area doesn't bother it so much. If it's an open abscess, you can clean it with warm soapy water. Dawn detergent works really good, and then put Neosporin on there or polysporin to help with the infection. So anyway, well, thanks for listening. I hope that was instructive and you learned a little bit, even though it's a gross subject. Check out the website Dog Dish Diet if you want to learn about how to help your dog with medical problems, or you have a cat with diabetes, or that's just getting too fat, or it has bowel problems. I teach you can feed your pet to avoid the vet. We'll teach you how to cook for your dogs and your cats. Have a great day.